classroom is the classroom updates and the importance of the reading development. Are you ready? Let's start. Well, we have the competence to develop, and the first one said use technological and traditional resources according to the methodology to be used to be able to show the students and distinguish the objects in the classroom. Now, with the second competence to develop, we want to motivate the students to amplify their vocabulary and get them to practice their level of English in their daily routine. Now we want to talk about the introduction of this topic and said for many people it is important to be able to handle language in any aspect of daily life, even in small things such as the objects that surround us, and it is here where we will place ourselves this week in the distinction and practice of objects, specifically in the classroom objects. Well, now we have the classroom objects. This concept or term encompasses many things that do not even belong in a classroom, such as home experiments, teaching materials, decorations, and other things. Since the classroom objects are all the things or materials that make up and are used inside, in order for this to create a motivating environment for the students. Maybe can sound ironic that there are objects in the classroom that are not in the classroom, but the point of this concept is that all learning material can be anything, from a small activity book to the backpack that we use every day. So this is the central point of this term. On the screen you can see a small vocabulary which you can use to expand your knowledge of the language about this topic. We have the reading, a linguistic tool. The reading is a wonderful tool for learning English. It favors the expansion of vocabulary, reinforces spellings and grammar, helps to learn the correct pronunciation of sounds, and allows young readers to let their imagination fly. The reading is an efficient method that you can use to develop your language skills. You just have to set it as a pleasant entertainment to get used to reading with a foreign language. For example, you can read a newspaper, the instruction of someone object in English, or if you play video games, you can read the subtitles. You can apply the reading in your daily routine, and you will be better with the meaning of the another language. You can see on the screen some techniques and methods that you can use to improve your reading level. There are many ways in which we can improve our reading, and not only in English. This can be applied in any language that you would like to learn. So here we explain some techniques that maybe could help you. Well, and now we have that the two techniques that for me are the best that you can use if you want to get a better level in English. No, sorry, better level in reading. So as are skimming and scanning. Basically, the skimming consists of reading only the first and last paragraph of each page. That is the introduction and the conclusion. The idea of this topic is to keep only the most important concepts, which tend to be concentrated in those parts, and avoid the rest, obviously. But with the scheming, the problem is that we will not allow to delve into the content, but it will allow you to go directly to the point and skip the complementary parts. On the other hand, we have the scanning. It basically consists of a superficial exploration of the text, focusing on keywords that we need to find, or for example dates or specific names. Now we have the first of the three activities that you have to do, and this is the name of this is the word search. It's individual, and the instructions is that the complementary resource you will find a PDF which contains what you are seeing of the screen. The things that you have to do is place the names of each object in the corresponding box using the vocabulary shown in class. These activities for Monday, and the ponderation is 10 points, basically the 100% of the first lab. And we have the second activity, that the name is the podcast creators. This is more, how I can say it, interactive, maybe. That the thing that you have to do is make a pair with the other classmate and create a small podcast where the principal topic is the reading and its importance in the language development. But the students will participate in the podcast, one as the interviewer and the other as the guest. The duration of the podcast shall be between 4 to 4. The duration of the podcast shall be between 4 to 8 minutes. And finally, the students shall record the podcast and give it to the teacher to play in class. This is the ponderation of the 100% of the second lab. And finally, we have the third activity. And the name of this activity is My Little Classroom. If a team of 3, and the students shall get together to create a mock-up of the classroom. You can create it from any material. The principal thing, or the important, is that it carries the classroom objects. The number of objects present is at least 7. You can use tables, eraser, blackboard, etc. Each object must have its English and Spanish translation. And the duration of this activity is the 10 points, 100% of the third lab. Well, this is all for today. Thank you for watching this presentation, and see you later. Bye bye.